Hey yogis, welcome to this Feel the Rhythm flow. I want you to move with your breath. I want you to let the breath define your movements. There's going to be lots of circling. We're going to find freedom in this class. It's going to feel really good, but it's also going to be a little bit sweaty as well. As always, your body, your practice. Please modify as much as you need. You may need a pair of blocks for this class, and we're just going to start seated for a moment. We're going to connect to the breath. And then we are going to do some sensory stimulation. So we're just going to rub our hands on our feet because that stimulates areas in our brain, which helps us move better. So start to breathe in and out through the nose. If you're not doing so already, just be quite conscious with the breaths. Feeling an expansion, maybe use your hands for feedback. Bring them, cup them around the really lower ribs. Breathing in. And slow breath out. Aiming for an equal length of inhale to exhale. Maybe you count internally, maybe you don't. Whatever you decide to do is okay. Breathing in, feel the expansion 360 around the body, no forcing, just natural. And then exhale, everything melts back. A couple more just like that. And then exhale. Grow tall towards the ceiling, get the spine nice and long, breathe in. And out. Keep those equal inhales to exhales, keep the breath through the nose as you start to rub the hands. So we're rubbing the palms, we're rubbing the backs of the hands, between the fingers, we're rubbing the wrists. So as I said, sensory stimulation basically helps, it lights up areas in the brain which helps us to move better. So just spending 60 seconds doing it can really help in your practice. Stay with the breath, equal inhale, equal exhale, expansive 360 breath. And then we're going to move on to the feet. You ready? So again, tops of the feet, sides of the feet, ankles, bottom of the feet, all the while conscious breathing. You're going to use your breath, as I said, to define your movements. Where do you need to slow down a bit more? Can you find a little bit more power? Last 10 seconds here. Get between each of the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, before we stand up, give me a fist, give me a star, give me a fist, give me a star as quick as you can. Biggest star, smallest fist. Just warming up through the wrists. We're on our wrists a lot today. And if you know you need a little bit extra care, remember you can just pause the video and head over to the happy wrists flow. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into all fours, you're just going to start to circle around the wrists. Exhale. So the main sequence that we have today, we're going to do 2 versions of it. The first version is going to be much more still, then you know what we're going to do, and then we're going to add some rhythm, some dance, some circles. Switch direction, hips go back, inhale, shoulders go over wrists. Last one, inhale forward, exhale back, bring to center. And then we're going to do some little hand push-ups. So fingers stay down, palms lift, slowly lower, arms stay nice and straight. 8, 7, control the movement. 6, 5, the closer your knees are to your hands, the easier it's going to be. 2, and 1. And then we're going to do one more. You're just going to pad your hands around an imaginary clock face, pointing 12, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, just patting your hands around. Okay, one more time. Forward, sides of the mat, hands towards knees, sides of the mat, forwards, fingers face each other. Okay, plant your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips, gently walk yourself forward to the top of your mat. Let the head go, roll up piece by piece until finally you reach the top of the mat. From here, let's do a standing cat-cow. Now you can interlace the hands behind the head, inhale, exhale. You can come cactus, or you can take a really big arms, which I quite like. So you're hugging an imaginary beach ball. Inhale, arms nice and wide as you open through the heart. Bring a bend in the knees just to allow a little bit more space through the pelvis or movement through the pelvis. Freedom here. 2 more times just like this. Inhale, breathe the heart up. Exhale and round. Don't worry about what it looks like, just focus on how it feels in your body. Exhale, round. Come back through center, perhaps widen your legs a little bit, and inhale your arms up. Super slow movements. We're going to take some big circles. Imagine you have pencils on your fingertips and you're trying to draw the biggest circle round your body you can. As you move slowly and really focus on the sensations. We're doing 3 circles one way, 3 circles the other way. Feel the backs of the legs, feel the sides of the body, feel the arms, the shoulders, down the back. Pay attention. Inhale brings you up. And exhale, let's switch direction. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. Breathe it in. One more for luck. Exhale, brings you down, and inhale brings you all the way up. Release the arms for a moment. If you're not already, you're going to bring yourself to the front of your mat. Feet can be hip distance now, or toes can touch heels slightly apart. Actually, it's going to probably be better if our feet are a little bit wider, and I'll show you why in a moment. Hands go onto hips. We're going to sit back with Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands stay on hips though. And then we're going to take some pelvic circles. So I'm a little bit obsessed with this movement at the moment just because it feels so good and it helps you find freedom in an area which can feel super sticky. You're going to change direction now. Also helps bring awareness to an area which sometimes needs a little bit more awareness. 2 and 1. Inhale, exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you need. And we're going to come into twists in this forward fold, but with a difference. You're going to inhale, reach the arm forward, twist up, left knee bends, right leg straightens, arm comes down. Inhale, left arm reaches forwards and back, draws a great big circle and down, just moving one side to the other, finding the rhythm, marrying the movement with the breath. Last time, inhale, exhale, breathing in and breathing out. Take a breath, exhale, and then inhale, coming all the way up, nice flat back. Root through the feet, reach through the fingers, nice long spine. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Little sun salutation mix up now. You ready? Inhale, arms rise, gaze comes up. Exhale, hinge forward, nice long spine as you slowly, mindfully lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, coming into fingertips or bringing the hands onto the shins or thighs. Exhale, plant the hands, step back plank, drop the knees. From your plank, inhale, reach the right arm forward, circle it back, hand comes down. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, circle it back, hand comes down. 2 more times. Imagine you have a heavy weight on your back and you're resisting against it. The only movement is coming from your arms, trying to keep the rest of the body stable. Last time. Breathing in and out. No, actually, let's stay on the knees. Exhale. Keep the shoulders lifted as you lower down in one piece all the way to the mat. Push down through the through the tops of the feet. Push down through the pubic bone. Inhale, lifting up, cobra, opening the heart. Exhale, toes tuck, hips lift, downward facing dog. Big breath in, soft breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay with the breath as you push down through the hands. Dial the hands in opposite directions like you're screwing jam jar lids away from each other. Feel the stability that brings into the shoulders as you lift your sit bones high, shine the backs of the thighs towards the back of the room. Now exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, take a step or a hop to the front of the mat. Find that halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through the floor as you roots or rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, this time perhaps you want to lift the knees in that little circular plank. Are you ready? Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant the hands, step back plank, option to drop the knees. Try and keep as stable as possible as you reach the right arm forward, circle it back, left arm forward. You'll notice it's harder. Notice if your pelvis starts to tip, can you keep the spine nice and long? Can you keep awareness of what the rest of your body is doing as you move the arms? Breathing in and out. Last one. Drop the knees if you need for your chaturanga. Lower, shoulders stay lifted. Inhale, tops of the feet, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to drop the knees, find your child's pose. Whether you're in child's pose or downward facing dog, soft breaths in, soft breaths out. Keeping that intention of an equal inhale and exhale, and imagining your hands are cupping your ribs just like you did at the start. Now, if you're in child's pose, you're going to meet us in downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, take a little hop or a step to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's give a big mix up to sun salutation B now. Are you ready? Inhale, Utkatasana, chest pose. This time arms rise. Exhale, float to the floor. Imagine that heavy backpack on your back. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step into your plank. Drop the knees if you need. One of those arm circles, reach it forward, take it back, reach it forward, take it back. Drop the knees if you need to for your chaturanga. Shoulders stay lifted. Inhale, find your back bend. Breathe the chest open. Exhale, navel to spine. Lifts you up. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. We're lifting into high lunge, but hinged. Reach the arms forward. Imagine a line of energy from your back heel through the crown of your head. Take one big arm circle. Reach the arm forward and then out to the side as you lift up, warrior three. Now again, a big circle with your arms. Notice the effect this has on the posture, how it changes your balance. Back to your T. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Left knee to chest, arms to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out as you wrap your left leg around your right. Left arm comes underneath right as you find eagle pose. Everything hugs into center. Now draw a circle with your elbows. If balance is tricky, you can kickstand your left toes to the floor. When you've drawn that circle, change direction, big circle the other way. Now, can you keep your arms in your eagle? Can you unhook your legs? Fly your left leg back. We're thinking warrior 2 feet, left toes turned out, hips facing forward. Inhale, lift the elbow. Exhale, hinge, humble warrior. Bow down, let the head go. Push your feet really firmly through the mat as you find length through your spine. Soft breaths in, soft breaths out. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Now inhale brings you all the way up. Twizzle onto the back toes, lift up high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step back plank. One of those circles, drop your knees if you need to. Imagine a heavy weight balancing on your back. You don't want it to drop. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Left side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it forward softly, gracefully. Inhale, lift up, hinge the body. high lunge. Hold, and then draw that great big circle. Pencils on fingertips. And when you get back to where you started, tee the arms and see if you can fly your warrior. And then just like before, take that huge, great big circle, challenging your balance. Spiral the left hip down. Open your aeroplane wings. Grow tall, toes through crown of head. And then inhale, you stand. Right knee to chest, arms to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Right knee wraps around left, right arm wraps underneath left. Draw a big circle with your elbows. The biggest circle you can as you keep everything hugging to center, and then switch direction. And when you've done that second circle, come back to center, unravel, fly your right toes back, drop them, warrior 1 feet, hips facing forward. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Extend through the spine, let the head go, ground through the feet and breathe. Next inhale brings you all the way up, twizzle onto the back toes, lift the arms, high lunge. Exhale, drop, step back, reach the arm forward, circle the arm in your plank. Reach the left arm forward, circle it back. Take your vinyasa. Maybe you need to drop the knees like me. And then instead of pushing back to downward facing dog, we're all pushing back to child's pose. Conscious breaths. Can you slow the breath? Can you soften it? Let's take one more soft breath in and one more slow breath out. And then slowly, mindfully, let's all meet in downward facing dog. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to do 2 times through this flow. First time in stillness, second time with rhythm. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward. Can you do so with no sound? Inhale, softly step up, high lunge. Rip the mat apart between your feet as you lift your fingers to the sky. So for some, this may look chilled, but internally, you're feeling so strong. Put your brain in your pelvis and just notice, what's it doing? Do you feel like you're arching? Do you feel like you're tucking? Can you come into center? Next, exhale. You're going to open it up. Warrior 2. Back foot parallel with the back edge of the mat. Picture your both feet. Imagine they have 4 corners. Ground those 4 corners down as you lift through the crown of your head. Peek down at your knee. Is it collapsing in? Can you keep it tracked over the ankle? Even perhaps have a slight sensation of pushing it out. Feel the muscles in your hips as you do so. Now we're going, fun transition. We're going to wild thing. Option for side plank if you don't want wild thing. Okay, so you are actually option for kneeling wild thing. I'm going to show you how to get to kneeling wild thing and then we're going to go to regular wild thing. So your left hand comes down and your left knee will come down and then you're going to step the right foot over and take, I think this is called stargazer pose. Lift your heart towards the sky. Or left arm comes down. How softly can you step your right foot behind you? Open your heart upwards, breathing here, wild thing. Now push your left hand firmly into the floor. Dart the hand out, suction that scapula on the back ribs, reach your right arm over. We're going back to where we came from, but moving into side angle. Gaze down to the top of your mat. See if you can step your right foot there without using your hand. If you need help with your knee, that's okay. Right hand comes down to the inside of the right foot. Back foot, back edge, parallel to the back edge of the mat. Your hand can come onto a block or it can come onto your thigh as you find your side angle. Again, 4 corners of the feet, rolling the left hip open, rolling the left shoulder open. Soft breaths in, soft breaths out. What do you need more of? What do you need less of? We're going to a vinyasa in a moment. Are you ready? Exhale, twizzle down, frame the front foot, step back, plank. Lower through your vinyasa. Inhale, roll the shoulders open, lift the heart. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. We're not done with the right side. Right leg left, right knee, left tricep, twist. Fallen triangle, option instead to modified side plank. So, if you want your fallen triangle, extend the right leg, twizzle onto the sole of the left foot as your left hand reaches towards the sky. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling, ground the right hand really firmly down as you lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the left fingers. Now we're taking this to eagle side plank. If you're in your modified, you may want to stay there, or you're going to wrap your right leg around your left, bend into the knees and reach the left arm overhead. Soft breaths in, soft breaths out. From here, we're going to side plank the other way. Again, you can have your knee down. Inhale, twizzle forward, left hand comes down. Right leg stacks over left, right arm reaches high. Grow tall through the crown of the head, lengthen through the spine. Now from here, everyone is going to place their left knee down, modified side plank. Inhale brings you up. Maybe you turn the toes up to the ceiling. Maybe you keep the foot grounded. Gate pose. Bring your right hand to your belly. Reach your left arm overhead, breathing into your left side body. Soften. Left glute on. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to sit your hips down and you're going to stack your legs over each other, coming into cow face pose. If this feels too intense, you can lengthen your left leg out straight. Maybe it feels nice to reach your right arm up, either take hold of the elbow or perhaps you can clasp the hands behind your back. What feels better for your body? Take joy in this moment of stillness before we start to move. Exhale, release the arms, twizzle the body back to the front of the mat, step back or forward, drop the forearms. Option to clasp the hands together or keep the arms parallel. Let the head go. Push up between the shoulder blades. Pike the hips up as we find dolphin. Now, if you have headstand in your practice and you'd prefer headstand, you can go there now. 3, 2, 1. Those in headstand, stay what you're doing. Everyone else, you're going to clasp your hands together for this. We're coming back into dolphin, but we're going to take some dolphin dips. Dip your chin forward, push through your forearms, take it back. Moving forward and back. If your movement isn't as big as mine, that is okay. We're doing another 5. This movement is really good for headstand preparation or just shoulder strengthening in general. 2 and 1. Knees drop, sit the hips low, maybe child's pose, maybe you come into seated. If you are in headstand, you are going to find your way to child's pose now and breathe. Soft breaths in, slow breaths out. Soft breaths in and slow breaths out. We're going to move on to the left side. Are you ready? Hands reach forward. Take a vinyasa if you want to. If not, stay with me. Left leg lifts high to the sky. Silently step it forward. Inhale, lifts up, high lunge. Like before, energy draws down towards the mat, reaching through the fingers, feeling so active in this pose, even if maybe from the outside it doesn't feel like it, but it's so strong. Now what's your breath doing? Can you slow it? Can you soften it? Can you equal it? Next exhale, warrior 2, adjust the feet as you need. Imagine those four corners, push them down. Hand to behind the knee, resist one into the other. Make sure those hip muscles are working. Lift through the crown of your head. Notice if you're pitching forward, which I often see, can you bring yourself back to balance? Notice if you're lifting the tail, can you find neutrality in the pelvis? Remember, we're going to our wild thing or stargazer. If you want stargazer, you're going to bring the knee down. Twizzle onto your back toes, right hand by right foot. How softly can you step your left foot over, lifting the heart space up towards the ceiling, reaching through the left fingers. Soft breaths in, soft breaths out. Gaze to the front of the mat, step your left foot where your gaze is. How softly can you make that transition? Side angle, option to come onto your thigh, option for a block or the floor. Push down through the four corners of the feet as you roll your right shoulder, right hip open. The left arm can always resist into the thigh. The gaze can be up, the gaze can be down. What feels right for you? And twizzle onto the back toes, frame the front foot, softly step back plank, take it through your vinyasa. Inhale into your back bend, exhale, downward facing dog. Are you ready for falling triangle? Option modified side plank and falling triangle isn't right for your body. Lift your left leg high, inhale. Left knee, right tricep twist. Extend the leg, reach the right fingers high as you come onto the sole of the right foot. Hold. Ground down through the left hand. Feel really strong and secure in that shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wrap the left leg around the right, bend into the knee, reach the right arm over. Soft breaths in, soft breaths out. Inhale, unravel, right hand comes down, twizzle over, knee can come down of course as you find your side plank. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Are you bringing your chin forward? Can you bring it back in space? Find a nice straight line. Is the left hip going backwards? Can you stack it on top of the right? Then left foot comes down, right knee bends, lift all the way up, find gate, left hand to belly, right arm overhead. Toes facing the ceiling. Soft breaths here. We're nearly at cow face. We're nearly there. Inhale brings you up. Sit the hips back. Stack the knees on top of each other. Option to straighten the underneath leg, the right leg. Left arm comes over. Take hold of the elbow or take hold of the hands behind the back. Whichever you're doing, reach the left elbow up towards the ceiling. And if your hand is there, slightly resist it into the hand. If your hand isn't there, slightly reach the left elbow over to the left. Let go, breathe into the hips. Stay with the breath. Soften the breath. Now, slowly, mindfully release the arms. Unravel to the front of the mat, coming onto all fours. Coming back to dolphin, you can do any of the options we did before. If you want to get upside down again, you can absolutely do that as well. Or we're going to try really focusing on scapular, shoulder blade stability. So what we're going to do, drop the head, puff up between the shoulder blades, find your dolphin, and then reach your left fingers out to the side, reach it over, and then thread it through. The whole time, your right shoulder is really strong and secure. Push it really firmly down. If this is too intense, bring the knees down and work on this. One more, feed it through. Bring it down. Come onto your right fingertips. Set that left shoulder and then start to move the right arm just as before. Another 3, 2, and 1. Arm comes down, Knees come down, child's pose. So just take a moment to pause and notice where your mind's at, where your body's at. Yes, we have to do this flow again, but it will go quicker because you know what's coming, but also we're going to find some rhythm, we're going to find some dance-like movements in the best possible way. So it's going to feel really good for the body. But remember to tune in and know and use your breath as that guide, when to slow down, when to find more power. And then when you're ready, you're going to find downward facing dog. You want to inhale, sweep your right leg up, and then sweep it out to the side to come to the top of your mat. Inhale, high lunge. You're going to start to circle your pelvis. 3 circles one way, 3 circles the other way. Bend your knees as much as you need to help give you space. It doesn't need to look exactly the same as mine. Just go for what feels good in your body. You're going to open up into warrior 2, but then you're going to dance. So inhale, arms straighten, exhale, down. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, inhale. Exhale, left arm sweeps around. Wild thing. Step over, sit the hips down. If you're in your stargazer, you're going to stay there and you're going to circle the arm. If you're in wild thing, you're going to reach your toes. You're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit it down, reach towards the toes. Inhale, dance it up. Last time, sit it down. Dance it up, gaze down, step the foot forward, side angle. Inhale, reverse, left hand to belly. Exhale, right hand to heart, left arm overhead. Breathing in, left hand belly, right arm overhead. Breathing out, right hand to heart, left arm overhead. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Left arm continue. Step back plank softly. Lower the knees if you need. Find your vinyasa, or we'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right knee comes to left tricep. Extend the leg, sit the hips down, left arm down, right arm over. Inhale, fallen triangle, lift up. Exhale, sit it down. Breathe it up. Last time, sit it down, take that side stretch. Lift it up, fallen triangle, straight to the other side. Side plank, right foot on top of left. Left knee comes down. We're going to gate, we are going towards gate pose actually. Inhale, lift up, take your gate. Exhale, left arm to sacrum, right arm to head overhead, modified camel. Take it back to gate. Option to bring your left hand onto your heel instead, finding your camel. Ooh, last time. Over for your gate. Find your camel. And then slowly take the right foot over a little bit so you can sit down, and you're going to find your cow face. So you're going to stack your legs on top of each other. Let me turn to face a little bit. And then you are simply going to flow from side to side. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, lift you over. One more time, both sides. Inhale. Inhale up, exhale, over. Twizzle the body back to the front of the mat. Step into your downward facing dog, optional vinyasa. Breathe in and breathe out. See, it went quicker, right? Maybe you're there going, no, Hannah, no, it didn't. That felt long. One more bit of rhythm, one more bit of power. Are you ready? Left leg lifts high to the sky. Left leg comes out to the side, steps forward, lift up, high lunge. Start to circle the hips, bend the knees as much as you need. Breathe into sensation. When you've done those 3 circles, go 3, 2, and 1. Open it out. Find your warrior 2. Inhale, legs straighten, arms lift. Exhale, surfer. Breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Wild thing, are you ready? Spiral the arms down. Step the left foot over as softly as you can. Sit the hips, reach towards the toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit. Adjust the feet if you need to. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. Breathe in, gaze down, step forward, side angle, left arm to belly, right arm overhead. Or sorry, left arm to heart, right arm overhead. Inhale, right hand to belly, left arm overhead. Keep moving, keep breathing. Hand to heart. Inhale, hand to belly. Last time, hand to heart. Hand to belly. Take it back, spiral the hands, frame the foot, step back plank. Last vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, navel to spine. Lifts you up. Left side continues. Last dance. Left leg lifts. Left knee, right tricep, twist. Extend that leg. Sit the hips. Right arm to the inside. Take that side stretch. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Side stretch. Breathing in. And breathing out. We're going towards side plank. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm comes over, right knee comes down, gate pose. Hand onto sacrum, one arm, there's a camel variation. Take it back, lift it up. Maybe you take hold of the ankle. Inhale. Ooh, I'm not moving mindfully. Take it up. Last inhale. Find that camel. 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. Bring the foot in. Sit down. Stack the legs on top of each other. Extend that right leg if you need, and then start to find those side to side stretches. This time we've been doing equal breaths throughout this flow. I now want you to focus on extending the exhale. Last side stretch. Inhale up and exhale over. Now unleash the legs, roll over the knees and come all the way down onto your belly. Tee your arms. You're going to roll over onto your left side. Right hand comes over shoulder, or underneath shoulder, sorry. Take it slow. This can be super intense for some people. Maybe your foot is grounded, maybe it isn't. But really, and maybe you reach the right fingers over, they're not going to touch anything. It just kind of helps you open through the chest. Now this is where you really slow the exhale. Can you do such a soft breath that you can't hear it? Last exhale. And then take it back onto your belly. And roll it over. Reaching the left arm over. If that feels good for you. Close your eyes. Soft breaths. Long exhales. The sound is so soft. Next, exhale. Wiggle back to your belly, but then wiggle all the way over to come lie on your back. Figure 4 the legs. Right foot just below that left knee, and then reach the legs back towards you as you find reclined pigeon pose. With this, I like to bring a little bit of strength in it and use my strength to push the right knee away and then slightly over towards the right as well. And then sometimes it can feel nice to sway from side to side and just explore any sticky sensations. Slowly release, and we simply switch it out. The left leg comes over, reach the left knee away, reach it slightly to the left, and then take those little sways from side to side. And stay with that soft, extended exhale. Give yourself a mental high five for all the strength you showed in this class today. Even if you did tons of modifications or took lots of child's poses, that's okay, that's great. That means you listened to your body and found a yoga practice that spoke truth. In time, these things get easier. You repeat the flows on this app, it can be really handy because you can see that progress. You're going to slowly release now. You're going to hug your knees in, lift your chin, give yourself a great big squeeze. Gratitude for your strong body. And then exhale. We're going to find our final pose, shavasana. Heels mat distant, let the feet hang heavy. Bring the arms alongside the body, let the fingers curl in naturally. Take a soft breath in. Take a long breath out. And with that, you let go of the breath. You are now simply its witness. Different parts of your body move as you breathe. Each breath looks different. And as you lie here, let these words wash over you. Move, and the way will open. Breathe, and you will arrive at rest in the center of your being. You hear the quiet rhythm of the breath, and your hands, feet, heart, and mind are poised to step into the flow of life, where time it disappears, and the joy of being is all that exists. Now very, very gently you are going to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, reach the toes away from you, take a great big stretch. And then as you exhale, hug the knees in. One more moment of gratitude for your strong body. Now roll onto the left side. Take a pause and breathe. And then come up to a seated position, hands in prayer in front of your heart space. Now, let's end this practice simply with one breath together. Breathing in and breathing out. And then take this idea of moving with the breath, letting the breath define the movement of your life with you off the mat. And I'll see you again tomorrow.